What up, YouTube? Mike here. I'm doing another freestyle like video, so be prepared to sit down with me today. So like I said when I kind of first started this channel, I'm purposely trying to turn it into something, right? So, that means I'm trying to get subscribers, viewers, all that stuff, make the algorithm happy. And already just being open, running into writer's block is like a common occurrence. Like, you gotta constantly be thinking of new things to do, new things to talk about, stuff like that. But yeah, like, real quick, I just kind of wanted to say thanks for all of the people who are currently watching right now. I see I got some new viewers in there. Everybody's commenting. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, I was just kind of going through my analytics, like looking at the demographics of the people who watch and everything like that. And I guess not surprisingly, but most of the people who watch are about like 21 to 28, so around my age bracket, and they're men. So I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, all right, just started. I already can kind of see who I'm talking to. So on today's video, I kind of wanted to just kind of talk a little loosely about, I guess, just my general advice for other dudes out there in their 20s, dudes and girls, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And also, since I'm treating this as like a video diary, it's also just kind of talking to my future self, if that makes sense. I guess my past self a little bit too, if you think about it, but yeah, so long story short, this video is going to be a lot more boring, but I thought ahead, and to save from being too boring, I got something for you little autistic people out there to watch the whole time. Got this little Rubik's Cube right here. It's not the full one, because I'm a coward. I don't know how to solve the full one. I don't know how to solve this one either. I've never solved. I'll tell you a secret. There was a time in my family where everybody and their mother had a Rubik's Cube. And they were all on this craze. It was back when it was popular, trying to solve it. And pretty much all of them, except for me, solved it. I didn't have the patience. So I got this old one right here. It's just 4 squares. It's not too hard, but I still don't know how to do it. So I got my notes here. I'm going to kind of just talk aimlessly. And then I'm just going to, try to figure this out at the same time, work on my multitasking skills. So yeah, just kind of sit back. I got my Todoroki shirt on today. Shout out My Hero Academia. But yeah, I'm just gonna start messing with this and then also just kind of start talking. But yeah, for the people who kind of just want to stick around, chill with me, talk about life and stuff, enjoy. But first I gotta make sure this is all mixed up. But yeah, so advice for people in their 20s. I know it sounds a little backwards, trying to give advice while I'm also someone in my 20s. I think I'm gonna solve white first. But I think already, just from life experiences, I'm starting to notice that it's so rewarding to just slow down every once in a while. You'll hear it all the time. We're always thinking that we like have to get everything figured out. Like we have to, be Andrew Tate level millionaires like overnight and stuff like that. But sometimes, and notice I'm gonna ramble a little bit because I'm focusing on this and talking. So bear with me. I'm gonna try to keep it together. But no, but sometimes I notice that just slowing down and appreciating the little things can go such a long way. Like, for example, right? Like everybody to a certain degree, everybody likes to pig out. They like to eat whatever they want. They like to go out whenever they want, go to dinner and stuff like that, have like good stuff to eat, right? But doing that all of the time is expensive and you can't always afford to live that lavishly per se. But then on the other end, I hate to compare because I personally say comparison is the thief of joy. You should never compare yourself to others, but in some instances, it just kind of helps. If you compare your average American, like me or you, whoever, to like third world country somewhere out there, I'm not going to name any specific names, but just third world country, not a lot of food, right? they're lucky enough to get water, right? And not to like pull on heartstrings or anything like that, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, after a while, you almost have to like get over yourself, you know? Like you almost have to be like, yeah, I can't always get what I want, but then again, who does? You know what I mean? Like you kind of got to be real with yourself sometimes. You got to be like, all right, like I'm tripping just a little bit. Like I ordered takeout last week. Like I'm it's not the end of the world. I'm okay. I'll survive, right? But and not saying it's not okay to be hungry. By the way, I just solved the white side. Multitasking genius right here. But not saying it's bad to be hungry. You should be hungry all the time. You should always be striving for better. It's more so like, don't let it take up your whole brain, bro. Like, leave yourself some space to just chill. You know what I mean? Like, go on a walk. Like, talk to your family if you want to. Talk to your friends. Like, chill. Like, watch a movie. Like, really sit there. Designate some time. I don't care if you work 12-hour shifts. There's time. You know what I mean? Like, designate a time for yourself. Some alone you time, right? Watch a movie, read a book, like really just sit there and do nothing on purpose. Like just reward yourself and it feels so great. I'm gonna try to get back into this. Once again, white is done. But yeah, slow down. And then the other thing, bro, you gotta have dreams. I know that sounds so backwards kindergarten, but like really think about it for a second. If you're not waking up every day trying to achieve something, what's the point? Like, what are you really doing with your time? You know what I mean? Like, me personally, that's the one thing about Rubik's Cubes I hate, by the way. You have to undo your progress to make more progress. But that kind of leads into what we're talking about. So who knows? I might learn a lesson while I'm talking. I mean, hey. But, yeah, it's like if you're not working towards something, a goal, something that's actually feasible that you want to do. For example, a lot of you guys saw the other day I posted a gun collection video, and that was actually one of my best videos. And a lot of you might not know, but I want to become a gun instructor because personally, I think Western education has failed us terribly. And not to get into politics or anything like that, but I just feel like a lot of America's problems could be solved with just a little bit more gun education. And if I can even be just 1% of impact in a positive way toward making that happen, I'm happy, bro. Like if I got my same 4 or 5 group of students that get some lessons with me every once in a blue moon and they pay me their little blah, blah, blah at the door, I shoot them some, you know, like I teach them some stuff, like whatever, pass it on, spread the word, you know what I mean? Like, but, yeah, like dream, bro. Have things you want to accomplish. You need goals. Otherwise, you're just going to be aimlessly walking around in your 20s, and that is like a recipe for disaster. That's when you're getting into drugs. That's when you're probably dealing with alcoholism because you have so much access to it now, right? Like, 21, let's go to the liquor store, let's get drunk, right? No, because it doesn't help you a lot unless it's recreational. You know, you're with friends. If you're just dependent on it, it's not going to go well for you. You know what I mean? So dreams are very important to me. And obviously, I'm still learning a lot. I still have things that I'm striving for. I'm sorry, guys. I still have things that I'm striving for. But at the same time, I don't allow those wants to ruin the moment. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you really do just have to sit back and be like, wow, I'm glad I'm at least here. Like, it's like video games. You know what I mean? Like take a second to enjoy the fact that you're at a checkpoint. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I don't have the best apartment, but like where I'm at and how much I'm paying and what's going on with the rest of the world, I could be in a lot worse position. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of cool. Like, I'm chilling right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you should always be looking forward. Like, I want to get a house at some point. That's the goal. I hope everyone should feel that way. But it takes some time. It takes saving. It takes building your credit. It takes building a portfolio. You got to sell yourself too to get those better paying jobs and all that, right? So yeah, always move forward. But shout out Aaron Yeager. But another thing that I feel like a lot of people kind of disregard nowadays is, bro, like, love is one of, if not the most important things to mankind. Like, whether it's platonic, your brothers and sisters, your best friends, or it's, you know, romantic, your partner, your wife, your whatever they are to you, like, those bonds early on are the ones that are gonna carry you through life. And I'm only this much into life. And just from what I'm seeing from the other people in my life, without love, like even a smidgen of it, like even from your pet lizard, you know what I mean? That like looks at you every morning, like without it, your future's kind of grim. You know what I mean? Like there's not much for you. There's nobody there at the end of the tunnel. There's nobody there to help you pay your hospital bills when you can't. There's nobody there to bail you out of jail when you got in a road rage incident with some dude. Like, there's no one to just be there for those delicate moments. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not saying you should rush, like, relationships, even the platonic ones. Those take time, too. But I guess what I am saying is make sure you understand priorities. You know what I mean? Like, maintain that relationship. Text that person back. Call that person back. Listen to that voicemail. Hear what they have to say. If they're still on BS, drop it. Block them. I always say if people don't learn from their lesson, block them. What do they need to be in your life for? That might be a hot take for the future. But right now, what do they need to be in your life for? They don't. So that's kind of just where I'm at with it. I don't know, man. One love, bro. Bob Marley. But like I said, this is kind of a video not only for now me and other people out there, but it's also for future me, because I kind of want to compare what I feel, think, and say now to what I might say in the next 10, maybe 20 years. I might have a totally different view. I might be like, nah, bro, cut everybody off, be by yourself, fall off the grid. Like, I don't know, bro. I could say go and get a dog named Buck and just live in the forest. Like, I don't know, man. I could say go run for president. Right now, 22-year-old Mike Brain feels this way. And right now, I feel like that's pretty much all we can go off of. There is no gold at the end of the tunnel. There is no true finish line, in my opinion. You kind of just have to strive for greatness every day. And if you can figure out how to do that, even in the smallest amount, then I feel like that day hasn't been wasted. Because the second you stop trying to be better than you were yesterday, in my opinion, you're already a failure. If you're scared of being a failure, that's how you know you're there, when you're not trying anymore. I just started this channel. I don't wake up like every morning and look at the numbers or anything like that. But like I said from the beginning, I'm not exactly expecting this to be a lottery ticket. It's more so a show of effort, not for you, but for me, for myself. It's a testament to my determination. It's me saying, hey, future self, past self, this is what life is putting us through right now. There's a couple different ways we can deal with it. We've seen how a couple of people do it. We didn't really like that too much. So now we're trying it our way, right? Well, like I said, I'm talking to my future self here. Future self. I know my neighbors probably think I'm crazy right now. But future self. What's it like? You know? Am I right? Did you figure it out? And if you didn't figure it out, why not? What happened? If you did, Was it that hard? Like, if you could go back and poof into this room right now and just talk to me and be like, yo, real talk, it wasn't that crazy. All you had to do was blah, blah, blah. And then you're good, bro. You're coasting. You know? That's a possibility that I want a lot of you out there to think about. It could be so simple. I have to tell myself all the time, like, bro, you're doing the most. You're doing too much. Like, we get it, dude. You're good. We get it. You want to get somewhere. You want to succeed. You want to be something. Everybody does. You're okay, man. Like, take the pressure off. Like, I'm talking to me, but I'm talking to you. Take the pressure off. Breathe, bro. I'm supposed to have solved this by the end of the video. I'm about to turn the camera off. I didn't solve it, but I figured out how to get white. And I'm just gonna be happy with that for right now. I'll probably figure it out off camera, and then I'll start doing like better ones as I'm doing videos. But long story short, before this video started, I had no video. And I didn't solve this at all. But now, 16 minutes later, not only do I have a video I'm gonna post, and I hope you guys enjoy, but I also got progress into this cube. That's more progress than I had yesterday, the day before that, so on and so forth. So if you didn't catch the lesson already, it's gonna be okay. Breathe, get the stick out your butt, and we're gonna make it, man. It's been Mike. Peace out.